Today in our 2016 Toyota Tacoma, we're going to take a look at and show you how to install the CURT Custom Fit Class 3 Trailer Hitch Receiver. This is part number C13264. Here's what our hitch is going to look like installed. As you can see, it's got a really nice hidden look with the main cross tube here. All we're really going to be able to notice is our receiver tube opening, our safety chain connection points here underneath. This is a Class 3, so we've got a 2" by 2" receiver tube opening. Here on the side, it's going to offer a 5/8 diameter pinhole. That's what we can use for securing our gear. And you'll notice it's nice and open, so if you're using hitch locks or your favorite hitch pin, anti-rattle device, whatever it is, should be plenty of room there. Reinforced collar around the end is going to be recessed under our bumper, so we're not going to have to worry about bumping it with our knee or anything when we're walking by. And it also has that flat or that flush front, which is one of my personal favorite styles. Got the rolled steel here for our safety chain connection points. Nice and thin, so even smaller safety chains will clip right over there, but also plenty big enough so even some of the larger ones, we should get connected there without any kind of an issue. Now, as far as trailering goes and things like that, we're gonna have a 900-pound tongue weight rating. So that's the maximum downward force that we can put here at our receiver tube opening. We're also going to have a 6,000-pound gross trailer weight rating. It's going to be the total weight of our trailer and then anything that we've got loaded up on it. If we go into a weight distribution setup, our tongue weight's going to stay the same at 900 pounds, but our gross trailer weight rating is going to go up to 8,000 pounds. Now, keeping all these numbers in mind, you do want to check the owner's manual of the Tacoma, see what it's rated for, and we're going to go off of whichever of those numbers are the lowest. Now, a couple measurements that are going to be helpful in selecting your ball mount, bike rack, or hitch cargo carrier will be from the ground to the inside top edge of the receiver tube opening. We've got about 19 inches. Then from the center of our hitch pinhole to the outermost edge of our bumper, it's about 3. Now, to begin our installation, we've got 2 carriage bolts that we need to fish wire into place. You can see I've already got one here, and there's a backing plate in behind it. That's just going to prevent that from turning when we go to tighten it down. So we'll take our fish wire, we're going to go up through the hole just from the center hole. We kind of gently poke that up in there. And what it's going to do is come right out of the end of the bumper, right here. Now we'll take the smaller side, you can see of our plate there. We want that to be kind of over towards the middle. Then we'll take our 1/2" carriage bolt, and that gets threaded into that spring, and the spring acts almost just like a nut. Just get that threaded in. Just like that. I like to bring it up to where it just meets the spring on the bottom. Then I'm going to slide my spacer block in, and then also my bolt, and we'll draw it down here toward the middle. You can see it kind of passing right there. Now what we need to do is push the front of the spacer plate kind of up to get our bolt to come through the spacer slightly. And then it'll come down through. If we don't get it started in that spacer a little bit, you're gonna have a very difficult time, so keep that in mind. Now we can just twist our bolt leader and that'll come off there. Now to look at our other attachment points, we want to peek right underneath the bumper here at the frame. You can see here 2 weld nuts, 1 and 2. Now these are pretty clean. This truck's got 800 miles on it, but in a couple of years when you're watching this will be a good idea. I'm going to take a nylon toothbrush. This is part number 814092. We want that to go up in those threads. Then we'll want to get these cleaned out. We're going to have 2 in the exact same spot on the other side. So we'll repeat the process there. Now for securing it, we'll use an M12 bolt and a conical tooth washer. You just want to be sure that the teeth of that washer are facing up towards our hitch. Then we'll use our weld nuts as a guide and just get one started on each side there. got those started, our hitch will rest there. Now we'll grab our flange nuts, make sure our carriage bolts go through the holes here on the back side. And then we'll just thread these on. Then we'll get our other two started on our two weld nuts. Now let's go ahead and snug up our bolts. We'll need a 19mm or a 3/4. Now we can look into our instructions and find our torque specifications and get them all torqued down appropriately. With everything torqued to specification, that's going to complete today's installation of the Curt Custom Fit Class 3 Trailer Hitch Receiver, part number C13264 on our 2016 Toyota Tacoma.